And a very, very warm welcome along, everybody. How is everyone doing here on this Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever time of day it may be for you? And do you like the new fonts? We are changing things up a little bit here. Brand new fonts, slightly tweaked overlay. And how is everyone doing? It's a pleasure to be back. As some of you may know, I've been a little bit shaky the last few weeks. But all is well again, or as well as can be. Let's get this thumbnail off and let's get the new overlay up. So the overlay's changed ever so slightly. There are a couple of things to point out. First of all, you might be able to see TM10 Hidden Power. We run Hidden Power Ice today. And also the Frustration and Return will also dynamically update their powers. So there's no need to be guessing anymore. And welcome into St. Ricardo Milos and to Splorticus. I hope you're both doing very well. This is the wrong overlay. This is the wrong Pokemon. Let's see why that's happened. We're not running Horsey. It might turn into a Kingler, but we're looking for Kingler. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go. That's a Krabby. That's what I was expecting. Wouldn't be me without a little technical mishap at the start of stream, would it? But I think we just get ourselves on with it. Welcome along, everybody. I forgot to click the go live button. That's how well this stream is going. Welcome into St. Ricardo Milos and to Splorticus. How is everybody doing here on this Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever time of day it is for you? I can't believe I forgot to click go live. There was me doing all my talking, and you couldn't see or hear me, could you? I hope you're both doing well, and to everybody else in chat as well. It's good to be back. Needed to take a couple of weeks off. I was feeling a little bit unwell again. Nothing too serious, but they've changed what I'm taking and it seems to be doing the job. So we've got a newish overlay to be stress testing today, and I'm hoping it will go very, very well. So the overlay has changed ever so slightly. You might notice the new font, and also if you look, our hidden power type, TM10 there, it's showing fighting because we're running hidden power fighting at 70 power. You may also notice that Return is currently showing at power 28 and Frustration at 74. So we have a lot of things now dynamically updating. Also tone down some of the colours because some people were finding some of the icons hard to see. And it's nice to have a bit of a refresh, isn't it? But I think that's enough of the waffling. I think we should have a look at our stats and then get on with a run. So we have Cookie the Krabby. We are level 5 with 18 HP. We're holding a berry and our two moves are Bubble and Leer. That Bubble will hold us back at the start of the run. We have 15 in attack, 14 in defense, 7 in the specials and 10 in speed. They're what we're working with. We do have a slight issue in that my repel has for some reason carried over from my last game. So I do just need to get rid of that repel because we don't want to be repelling early, do we? And with all that done and dusted, let's get the timer going. Let's get the run underway. Welcome in, Kim. Go to sleep. Well, let's see what our first encounter is. It is a level 2 Centret, and because of our absolutely atrocious special attack, I beg your pardon, it is going to be a full shot. I reckon we're going to be doing a lot of struggling early game. And I've been doing a few item randomizers while I've been off the air. So I need to remember that I'm not doing that routing. Ideally, we're looking for a Hoppip so that we can just deplete away all of the power points for both Leer and for Splash. Oh yes, the new Teddy Ursa emote. Splash? Bubble, rather. Yes, we have a new emote for any of you lovely HM friends. We have a lovely Teddy Ursa emote, courtesy of the fantastic Kim's Mad World. So we're just going to deplete away as much of our PP as possible here. We're then going to do a few battles before going to Mr. Pokemon's house. Then we'll do the same again. And hopefully we'll have a good time doing it. That's the plan. I do have a second run all lined up just in case this one goes phenomenally well. But we shall see where we're up to in about an hour and a half's time. Thank goodness Bubble's bad. that Hoppip resists. Survived on one, just about scraped by there. Let's use our first potion. And let's carry onwards and upwards. We'll get the antidotes here. Lediver's probably no use to us. We are looking for another Hoppip, really. So we'll grab some items. I might be a little bit rusty. I did one practice run earlier. Yes, what a start. I want to try and get a second Hoppip. That would be ideal. I've missed making the videos. I've got 3 edits all done. I just need to get on with the voiceovers. Voiceover part's been the part that has been a bit of a struggle lately. I'm halfway through voiceover number 1. And Hayden Stevens, thank you for joining a Pokeball tier. That is very, very kind of you. Because I'm stress testing the overlay, unfortunately we can't have the bits at the bottom, but you do get a lovely pop-up over the gameplay. That's a Hoppip. I am very excited. Gen 3 is just around the corner. Just need to convert the overlay to this new style. So to pull the curtain back ever so slightly, what we used to do is have hard-coded images for each individual Pokemon. And that made changing anything on the overlay incredibly difficult, because we need to do it for 251 plus Pokemon. But now everything is done via HTML, with a lot of coding in the back. Some of it I even understand. Not all of it, but enough of it to get me by. But it does mean that there may be a few little quirks we need to iron out over the next few runs. Level 7 will do. We'll deplete all the PP again and then do Rival. So it's going to be a bit of a slow start, but I'm hoping that we'll speed up in this run. Professor Elm telling us something terrible has happened. They've discovered that he knows the Colonel's secret recipe, which is just not on. Welcome in, your best friend 9000. You are watching a crab struggle and hopefully not get poisoned. As soon as we get to level 12, this run will be an awful lot smoother. I really shouldn't be risking it against Weedle, but we've managed to avoid 2 poisons in a row. We of course do have the thing to stop the poison flashing. We ideally need a Hoppip now. And once we get to level 12, we will really put on the accelerator on this run. Just gotta get there first. Because Voice Grip will be using our physical attack. I lie like a rug. He'll be using our physical attack, and our physical attack is far superior. But I hope you're having a lovely time, your best friend 9000. Let's find a Hoppip, shall we? I wish there was a way I could predict which is the next Pokemon, but we just have to struggle and hope for the best here. It's not only the crab that's struggling at the moment. It is a 5% encounter, so it isn't the most common one in the world. But we are kind of trapped here until we find a Hoppip. I promise it does exist. We haven't, like, murdered the entire population of them. Although maybe we have. Welcome back, Kumbe. How are you? And thank you for rejoining, or continuing, I should say, at Pokeball tier. 5 whole months. It's flown by. Maybe we've all just dreamt Hoppip's existence. Maybe it's a fake Pokemon. It's how it's feeling at the moment. Because we need something that can't attack us back. The time we lose here, we will easily gain elsewhere. We are well over odds for Hoppip. Nothing is as bad as finding Hoppip. I hope work goes very well for you tomorrow. The daytime streams are coming back very soon. Just as soon as I've settled on this new medication. Sleep is all over the place. I slept for 16 hours last night. It's very much a squidgy needs to sleep kind of med. I did mean to equip a berry here. Oh no, not that rain this afternoon. I heard it was really bad in some parts of the UK. We've just got the rain starting now and it's not particularly pleasant. I'm hoping it works out too eventually. I would like to be awake for more than 8 hours in a day. But these new tablets that I'm on, they're ostensibly, do I want to sleep yet? If yes, take tablet. If no, then don't take tablet. It was biblical in some places from what I've seen. I use a website called Venture Sky to have a look at the weather charts. And goodness me, they were so red and orange for the rain earlier. Absolutely the right choice here. We'll keep this struggle now. No, we won't. We get healed again. Goodness sake. We won't grind for struggle a third time. I do like the Met Office map. Welcome in, GG. I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. We are very much starting to pick up the pace now. Slow stance with Kingler. But even at level 8, we're able to 3-shot a wild Hoppip now. Hoppip? That was a Centret. I'm lying. First time watching live, I hope you're having a great time. Let's beat up youngster Joey. It's looking like it's going to be a 3-shot, maybe a 4-shot. I loved the Electabuzz run and its redo. Electabuzz is such a fun Pokemon to run with. Because it's a very, very good special attacker. We are absolutely going to need to take the safety heal here. I am watching this overlay like a hawk to make sure nothing breaks. Get the call from the mom. That means we're halfway to Violet City. Our next big threat is going to be Bugcatcher Wade because he could poison us. I feel like I want to look at Electabuzz's learn set, see if there are any egg moves to make an interesting egg move redo in a few months' time. We're getting super lucky here. Not a single poison so far. That Bellsprout will beat us up, so we'll leave. I'm actually wearing my glasses for once, so I have half-decent vision today. I don't even have that excuse for messing anything up. First reset. Gonna hold a berry. Krabby is very much skipping leg day. A Ledian run. It'll be tough, but it'll be doable. Trouble is, I don't have a thumbnail made up for it. Leave that one with me. You've inspired me. Shuckle with good attack is just wrong on so many levels. Have I overestimated Krabby here? Nearly. Nearly overestimated. Let's take another heal. We need to be level 12 to beat Faulkner. So we're going to go into the Dark Cave and try and beat up some Geodude. We'll take some Zubat as well. I think once we get past Ledibur, at least, it should be. It's just about getting past the Ledibur stage. Guaranteed one shot on the Geodude. Just need a few more of those to show their faces. Take anything showing its face, please. I mean, a Shuckle does need good defenses. So 3 shot on this Zubat. 4 shot because of the leech life. Goodness me. I cannot wait to be rid of Bubble once and for all. Because we can't even do Sprout Tower. Because we have next to no special defense. It's a bubbly move, I just wish it was better. In hindsight, we should have gone to Route 45, I want to call it. No, Route 46, and done a little bit of grinding on Geodude there at the very beginning. Special attacking Graveler sounds like it could be very interesting to run. Just a couple more Pokemon until we're level 12. Gonna run from Zubat now. There we go, we've learned Vice Grip. Game's easy from this point onwards. I hope, anyway. Oh, that's the point. If you're randomizing the base stats, you're going to have completely random between Evo lines, aren't you? So we're going to be treating this mostly as a normal type Pokemon. Yes, at 27 Krabby does turn French. 1553, which is quite frankly a very bad time for the first batch. But we'll be gaining time from here on out. Welcome in, Topaz Fox. How are you today? Mustn't forget the Paralyzed Kyogberry. I am not too bad at all, thank you. One shot on this Rattata. 2 shots on the Zubat. I will very gladly take 2 shots over the 4 or 5 shots we've been having. We don't want a Slowpoke Tail. Grab the Great Ball. We'll take a safety heal here. Ooh, randomized Fire Emblem Fates. I do like a good randomizer. Just getting myself a little bit more comfortable. Repel and Super Potion up to the top. That just shows how bad Bubble is as a move. It couldn't one-shot an Onyx with its abysmal special defense and 4 times weakness. Oh no, the light in your fridge broke. I mean, a randomizer breakfast isn't the worst thing in the world. I am doing very well, thank you, Royal K-Man. How are you? I mean, I play on the worst item randomizer options when I do my key item randos. Or full item randos, I should say. And I still have a lot of fun. And now let us pause the timer as we're catching the HM friends. We pause the timer to eliminate the elements of RNG. As this Paris could have taken 20 encounters. Pariah Dark, thank you so much for the 5 months at Pokeball tier. I am doing very well, thank you. How are you? So now we're just looking for a Psyduck to go alongside the Paris. And then we will be leaving the forest until we have to go back through. And here is Psyduck. We are very lucky that Hoppip isn't a HM friend. I am just going to take a very quick drink. Didn't hydrate properly before stream. And goodness me, that lack of hydration was showing, wasn't it? And welcoming Queen Tashi. I am doing very well, thank you. How are you? It's a pleasure to see you again too. Let's just reorganise these two in the bag. Unpause the timer. And let's go and beat up some grunts in Slowpoke Well, shall we? Welcome in RJ the Poet. How are you? Drink of water, always a very good idea. It's also ridiculously warm in this room at the moment. It's getting close to 28 Celsius, which I think is something in the 80s Fahrenheit. It's uncomfortably warm in here, so apologies if you hear my fan in the background. I just need something to cool me down. It's very rare to get a Slowpoke Well encounter. I got one in my run I recorded earlier today as well. Yes, dehydration does cause Krabby-like special attacks. We have special attack special stats. I am a lot better than I have been, thank you. Illness made a little bit of a comeback, but I've told it to leave. I don't have time for it. I've got content to make and people to make smile. In the interim, though, I have completely rebuilt this overlay from scratch. It might look very similar, but the engine underneath it is entirely different. I know, it is Lance's fault. One of the things I like about the updating overlay now is we can see that returns power is currently 52. Yes, there is a new emote thanks to the lovely Kim's Mad World. To celebrate Teddy Ursa being, or Ursaring I should say, being on top, we have a brand new emote. This is all done in HTML and JavaScript. Mostly using Vue. I have prescribed Secret Potion, but it sends me to sleep. So I've not taken it yet. An Ursaluna backport would be very interesting. But I'm holding off on that for reasons to do with Scarlet and Violet. And we'll say no more than that. But that is a bit of a spoiler. Bugsy's down in 22:15. Honestly, the overlay isn't that bad to understand. We're mostly just using JavaScript to import things like the base stats and the learn set. Oof, that did a lot of damage. Using Kangaskhan as a rubber duck helps me an awful lot with this overlay. I'd be complaining that I can't think of a way to do something. Then, as soon as I start complaining, that's when the solution came into my head. Slightly better AI now. Oof. I think we're going to have to do a little bit of a grind. Start off with Hiker Anthony. Oh, my favourite mon from Gen 2 is probably Ursaring. On the Nuzlocke version of this overlay, true plus true does equal 2. And then plus true again equals 3, because we use that for counting party members. We also use it for showing the badges and the level cap. Because the wonderful Lucas Plays and I share an engine, shall we say, underneath the overlay. So Luke does a lot of Nuzlocks. So I've started rebuilding his Nuzlocke overlay tonight. Surf anything cannot come quick enough, to be fair. We will try again at level 20. Because it can't go much worse than the last time. One of the parents needs to know the move Shadow. That's true across all generations. There we go. Just needed to get an extra level to get the better RNG. Through Rival 2 with a water type with poor special defense in a very respectable time. Let's now move these repels up so we can start getting Kenya. This isn't Kenya, is it? This is just a random Farfetch'd. Yes, this is Kenya at home. We'll teach Cut, we'll also stick on a repel. And then we'll use Cut from the menu to save that time. We don't learn Headbutt, so there's no sense in going for the Headbutt TM. So go straight for the pair of Ethers. Grab Sweet Scent from the lady at the desk. And make our way towards Goldenrod, shall we? Taking a risk here. But the risk paid off. Didn't mean to encounter him. I'll take the random Drowsy instead. Oh, for goodness sake. Hypno's a Pokemon that I need to redo at some point. Looking at the Drowsy line, it's been a very long time since I did Hypno. And we are now going to pause the timer to catch the Abra. That's a Hoot Hoots, that's not an Abra. And Abra will be our third HM friend. Hypno was good up to a point, but he always kept leaving Pokemon at 1 HP remaining when I last ran him. Team Abra is teleporting in. And we have 3/4 of the field move HM friends for the run. So with the prereqs, we are going to have a few in the old overlay style. And then all going forward after these 3 that I have recorded are going to be in the new style with a better info on screen. Reorganise my Pokemon. We've got to take on Picnic again. Oh, she roared at us. Just means we get less experience than we otherwise should have done for that Vulpix. We are caught by Fire Breather Wall, not Juggler Owen, that's the other one. We didn't get Juggler Owen, which is the main thing. We'll grab the Quick Claw, just in case we need it. That seemed like a very quick bite call. Yes, he does have Bumhead Viaducts. We will teach Dig and Sweet Scent to our Paris. Then we shall start cycling away the other way. I barely scraped that grass. I want a replay on that. Level 23, we can say goodbye to Vice Grip and hello to Stomp instead. I'm too lazy to go over to the monitor. I will just accept that encounter. We are 2 friendship points away from being able to pick up returns, so we'll pick that up later. In the meantime, we shall take on Lascarry and her Snubble. And with her very quickly disposed of, let's give Whitney a go. Whitney is a physical attacker, which does help us. Although we did need Roland to miss. Where's that Quick Claw? Try again with a Quick Claw. Hopefully this will make all the difference. Yeah, we've won now. Even that crit couldn't save Whitney. $31.26 for the playing badge. And with a Squirts Fossil acquired, we can start making our way towards the Pseudo Widow. Welcome in, chat, Northern. I've noticed a lot of people have been having issues with notifications. Not just with me, in general on YouTube at the moment. I hope you're doing well regardless, though. Yeah, I don't know what it is about YouTube notifications. They've been really bad lately. Hey, you didn't miss much, Combe. Reckon a 3-shot on this Umbreon. Yeah. Two shots on the Vaporeon. And the final Pokemon is this Jolteon, which I'm actually a little scared of. Ouch. Right, okay. That's not how that was supposed to go. There we go. Welcome in, SSJ Derp. How are you today? We can finally get rid of Bubble. While we're here, we'll teach you to Psyduck as well. And now we're going to do a little bit of detouring for now. We'll go and get Hidden Power early. We'll also do up to the Lighthouse. It's nice to have a strong stab move. You can see just how bad our special attack is. We couldn't one-shot that Nidoqueen. Well, you are absolutely going to be surprised, Kambe. It's not Hidden Power Ground. Guillotine? Go on. I'm hoping it improves when it becomes a Kingler. I know we'll have base 130 attack, which is very delicious. Our hidden power type is hiding in plain sight on the overlay. I love Kingler. Hidden power fighting, yes. Which might seem like a weird choice, but I am thinking endgame with Red Snorlax. Yes, very much hidden power Bruno. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm hoping it will do wonders against Umbreon. I'm thinking base 130 attack. Oh, I just felt like doing Krabby and Kingler. It'd been a while. It's been over a year, I think, since I did this run. So I thought it was worth seeing if I could improve my time. This is absolutely a brute force run. And we are getting the evolution from Krabby into Kingler. And you can see the base stat charts has updated. There's a little bit of a delay on the chart to show the increase in base stats. And that chart is scaled at 255. I have been running around with a Blissey for the last week. Because Blissey, of course, has 255 in HP. And we're going to be saying goodbye to Stomp very soon. Yes, 130 in attack. It's quite ludicrous, really. We're running this as budget Ursaring. We're Ursaring with a couple of different weaknesses. And no stab on our normal type moves. And we are now going to teach Strength both to Psyduck and to Cookie. So Stomp is base 65 power and Strength is base 80 power. So we're bumping up our base power for our attack once more. And then when Strength is over, or should I say when Return is above 90 power, we shall swap to Strength instead of Return instead of Strength. I believe we did Guillotine Umbreon in the main video for this. So it's absolutely worth a try at some point. And now that we've got a half-decent physical attack, combined with our base 130 attack, we're making mincemeat of most of these Pokemon now. Let's pick up our second rare candy of the run. Yes, you do need to be higher level, which does make Oko moves at red a little bit unreliable. Let's give Rival 3 a go, rather. There we go, Rival 3 is very easy now. Yes, it's just higher level in Gen 2. No need to worry about speed. This Mudslap is a guaranteed OHKO against the Ghastly, which is quite ridiculous, really. Seeing as it's a base 20 power move. Swap to Surf for the Haunter. Grace will be defeated in Disgrace. Mudslap this Ghastly. Swap to Surf for the Haunter because it's a range. And back to Mudslap for the Ghastly. I really wish they would have added Mischievous as well. Surely a fast level up group would be better than medium slow. And that is Morsi defeated in 42-51. Let's now move on to Cianwood City is our next destination. Gotta cross the open seas to get there. I always found that fastest is the fastest by a long way. Medium slow's quicker than medium fast early game. I know that much. But then I'm not really big on the numbers side of the run. Strength's a one shot there. There we go. We've got a guillotine in. Run's valid. And 3 further strengths gets rid of this trainer. Yes, it's got quite... I kind of like its back sprite. And while we're in the menu... Not Fury Cutter. It's the other one. Hidden Power. I wouldn't want to take the last cookie either. Kingler would not be happy with you. And we got the OHKO. Saved a fair bit of time at Chuck there. 45-27. Going to do a heal at Mahogany. Then we're going to fly to the Lake of Rage. To take on the red Gyarados. And we will begrudgingly say yes to Lance the Liar. And we'll hot-foot it back to Mahogany. That was literally 3 seconds, Lance. What are you complaining about? We'll test out Hidden Power Fighting against these Magnemites. That's exactly the kind of person Lance is. Game Freak in their infinite wisdom clearly thought they were onto something. Having low-level Pokemon here. Not quite sure what that thing they were onto was, though. But yeah, they definitely thought they were onto something. I really wish there was a way to skip this rocket section, but it's part of the game, unfortunately. Yes, they did probably intend for you to do it straight after Morty. Though that does make me wonder why Price's badge is badge number 7. The ordering's a little bit skew-if in this game. It's like they had different teams working on different parts of Johto. And they all thought they were doing the mid-game. Let's dig out of here to make the routing quicker. Because this, believe it or not, is quicker than navigating all the way back. Strength's a simple one-shot on the Arbok. Wrong move. It was nearly gloom and doom for us. Let's beat up the 3 Electrode. Should hopefully be 3 simple one-shots with Strength. That would have been good, scaling levels depending on the number of badges you have. Having said that, they still struggle with that in newer games, don't they? Seal's a one-shot. A one-shot on the Dugong. We're not going to learn Protect. And a one-shot on the Piloswine. Some of the newer parts of the newer games are easier. Other parts are just the same. We've just gotten better at Pokemon. Or at least I certainly have. Compared to how I played it many, many moons ago. Let's go and take on Sprout Tower now before I forget later, shall we? That is true, a lot of ROM hacks are incredibly difficult. So if you're used to playing a ROM hack, then any kind of vanilla game difficulty is going to feel easy. Actually, wear a repel does help. Welcome in, Joel. I have been okay-ish, I think is the nice way of putting it. How are you? Good news is I am significantly better than I was. The change in medication seems to have done wonders for me. Although my sleep is all out of whack again. Let us now teach Flash to Paris so we don't forget later. Now we're going to need to reorder Paris's moves. Just like that. Then we're going to take a quick trip to Azalea Town. The adjustment period's not been too bad, although I have been sleeping an awful lot. Last night I slept for 16 hours, so I thought I might as well pull a little bit of a late night today, to at least get a full day ahead of me. So we can now pick up a return. We're also going to do some vitamins while we're here. So for that, we're going to sell this charcoal we just picked up. Sell that potion because we don't need it. Sell the only one nugget. It's confusing. And what should we buy? I think we just buy 4 proteins. Stick them all in. And then we will forget to wear a repel, is what we'll do. Going to lose a slight bit of time here. So I knew there was a nugget and a rare candy I was missing. We'll buy the extra protein, the one I was missing. Now it's time to go back up to the tippy top of the lighthouse. And after this one, we will be hitting just about the hour mark for being live. I will take my first very short little break. There for brute force speedrunner. Strength is by far the best move we've got at the moment. because having 130 physical attack, there is absolutely no need to not utilise it. That is now 7 badges down. Getting a call from Professor Elm, so we'll fly to Goldenrod City. I will take my first little stretch break. So we're pausing the timer at 56:16. I shall be back in a couple of moments. And we are back. Apologies for the slightly longer... Excuse me, and we're back. Apologies for the slightly longer than intended break there. It was cat's food o'clock, apparently. At least the cat told me it was. That's all that matters. So let's unpause the timer, and let's get on with the rocket section, shall we? I personally would take Waterfall myself because of the flinch chance. Because base 75 speed isn't terrible. And of course, Waterfall from Gen 4 onwards has that chance to flinch. It's not just a bad surf in later gens. I've always preferred, for some reason, I've always preferred flinch over crits. It went boom. First boom of the run. It is, it's one of the Venga boys. Let's hope that the rocket executive up top doesn't go full boom, 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 boom. Welcome in, Adrian, but Adrian, I apologise for messing up my tongue with your word there, with your name there. It has been a very long time, hasn't it? But we have a lot of content coming in the next couple of weeks to catch up. Plenty of live streams, plenty of fun. We're nearly there. We're getting there slowly but surely, Pariah Dark. Segment's not helping me stay awake either. I have played a fair bit of the DLC. Got myself a shiny, authentic Sinistchar? Poltergeist? One or the other. Because shiny hunting was the thing that got me into streaming Pokemon initially. I did a few years of shiny hunting over on Twitch before going over to YouTube for the challenge runs. Ooh. I'm going to try and avoid talking too much about the DLC at the moment, just in case people haven't had a chance to play it that much. Shiny hunting with a bunch of friends can be fun when you're all just hanging out. But doing it on your own can be quite boring, I've got to be honest. And of course, Sneasel's 4 times a week's hidden power fighting. Turns out when we did this run initially, we didn't have any set DVs at all. I did kind of hold that Bitterberry all the way through to here because I had a feeling we'd struggle against that first Golbat. Oh, green is such a weak colour for me, so finding a shiny Applin is going to be very difficult. I like finding shiny Dragonite in Let's Go, but I wouldn't try and hunt it in any other game. Getting that 1% Dragonite in Black and White was bad enough. So I'm one of those people, if it's available in the wild, I've got to catch it in the wild. I can't just evolve it. That's too simple. I did that when I completed the Gen 2 decks on Virtual Console. And goodness me, the number of Weezings that went boom on me. So I didn't want to train up a Paris just to catch a Weezing. A lot of luck is how you fish it up. I have played Legends Arceus, yes. It's a very, very good game. I love the Shuckle emote. That was drawn by the lovely Meowxie. I think might be a little bit busy this afternoon. Gonna get the Scamulet coin, not quite sure why, but we were on that path, so we might as well pick it up. And are we all feeling the pain vibes for a run? Because something somebody said earlier has inspired me. It's always dangerous when that happens. It is true, it's always good to deprive trainers of their Pokédollars. Never quite understood why poison resists fighting. That is true. Why does water resist steel? And we are finally at the top of the lighthouse, the radio tower. One day we will see the Team Rocket Fortress having a fortress, and we will be happy. That's a very good way of seeing it, Pariah Dark. I hadn't thought of that. It does make sense. We now have the clear bells, so we can leave this place and never return. But before we do, I'll get the pink bow from Marie. And we've got the radio card so that we don't get trapped in Kanto. And onto the bike we go in the ice path. And that's waterfall acquired. And this time we're remembering to put on the rappel again. There have been so many times where I've forgotten to put that rappel on with a Whirlpool Waterfall. My brain can't handle thinking of 3 things to do at one time. No, never melt ice this time. I hope you have a wonderful time back at work. Thank you for popping in. Delibir's just not destined to be a good Pokemon regardless of what you do. Tell you what, while we're here, let's get 11 Max Repels. Oh shoot, I know the other thing I forgot to do. Goodbye Strength, and we're going to say hello to Return in its place. Because Return is currently at power that I can't see. 95 power. Let's get those moves in a sensible order. Good morning, Paul Anthony. How are you today? And Return's power will always be updating on the left-hand side of the screen in the TM list. So Return is now up to 96 power. Here's a very good litmus test. One shot the Dragonair, that's a very, very good sign. And now let's take on Claire. It was worth a try. I got cocky there. Let's leave the hubris left in the gym. And we get Claire's badge, the Rising badge, in a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes and 23 seconds. Considering how bad that was at the start, I'm not going to complain. We're very much speeding up in this end part of the game. Claire's just that bad. I like this part of the run because all 4 HM friends help out in quick succession. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't like this trainer. No candy in Tojo Falls as far as I'm aware. It's a Moonstone. Got me worried for a second then. But for the last year I've just been rejecting a rare candy. You're probably thinking of the rare candy to the east of Tojo Falls. But we grabbed that one before going into Tojo. Well, I'd rather have a false alarm than miss something that we need. Let's take the free heal there. I'll always get caught by this trainer regardless of what I do. Yes, you are thinking of the Mount Malta one. Be grabbing that after the league. Kingler versus Kingler, but we are a much better Kingler than that one. Yes, we very much have the cooler Kingler. That's very satisfying to say. Hello, Beth. You got a Rapidash for us. Where's that Super Repel? Cookie the Fighting Crab. Just had an absolute brain fart with the routing then in Victory Road. Now, unfortunately, we don't learn Earthquake, so we're going to have to go straight to the rival. So range against this Meganium. Not a range against the Golbat. Surfs an Oko against the Haunter. Then returns a one-shot against the Kadabra. So we are finally at the Pokemon League. And we will say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Paris. You've all been a great help in Johto region. Get some well-deserved rest as we take Kingler through the Pokemon League. Let's take a look at our stats, shall we? We are level 52 with 140 HP. We're holding a Pink Bow with Return, Hidden Power Fighting, Guillotine, and Surf. 176 in attack, 155 in defense, 89 in the specials, and 116 in speed. Though they only show the out of battle stats. In battle, it's a completely different story. One shot against the Xatu. Not 100% sold on this being the final learn set yet. I'll probably pick up a, not a return, a Protect TM over in Celadon. And maybe a Curse as well. Just in case we need it. And he's toxic stalling us. But we get a critical hit. So we massively outplayed Koga there. Let's see if we can do the same against Bruno. I reckon we're close to a final learn set. Guillotine's going to be redundant at red, though. Healing loop on the Machamp. And we'll finish it off with a Surf against the Onyx. Let's give Karen a go. Hidden Power's a range against that Umbreon. So we're going to Brute Force a Guillotine instead. Eventually we'll hit. Just like that. And we'll do it against the Vileplume as well. Gengar will help us out by knocking itself out. Return for the Murkrow. And Surf for the Houndoom. It is very, very satisfying to one-shot Karen's Umbreon. Now, I don't really have a plan for Lance, so we're going to hope for the best. Might need to put on the Paralyzed Cure Berry. Thank you for popping in. I hope you had a lovely time, Combe. You get some wonderful sleep, and I'm sure we'll catch up in the daytime very soon. Where's that Paralyzed Cure Berry we picked up at the very beginning of the run? We're not getting paralyzed from those two Dragonites. All depends on if we outspeed the Aerodactyl. Which we do, so we win. 120.50 through Lance. And we get a league time of 1:20.106. We've got some end credits, so I'm going to take a quick hydration break, and I will be back in a couple of moments. And we are back. Thank you for your patience there. Let us get the timer re-going. And let us get over to Kanto, shall we? Where are those Matrapels? There. Let us retrieve the HM friends. Then we'll make a quick pit stop to Mount Mortar, pit stop in Olivine City, and we'll grab the boat. So we're going to go in through Ecruteak City because it's a slightly quicker way. It does feel illegal, but you can use the PC on the side. Just curve your head round. Curve your arm round for the mouse. Means you don't have to be too careful about your movement in Pokemon Sensors in Gen 2. Right, so that's both rare candies. Let's now teleport back to Olivine, get the boat, and speed on over to Celadon City in the next 2 or 3 minutes or so before it turns to daytime, because we want to pick up the Curse TM. Yes, that ladder in the southeast is the quickest way to get this rare candy. It's quick in and out that way. And of course, the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're getting a rare candy, this time for the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. Oh, that rare candy in Tin Tower is absolutely not worth getting. The amount of time you lose getting that rare candy is ridiculous. You're better off doing Buena's Password if you need extras. And we've got the Curse TM in time. Just going to check the Pokegear actually and see what the in-game time was. 5 minutes to spare. Yes, you do have to catch all 3 Johto Beasts. And in that time you can just keep resetting Buena's Password, because I think it's every 3 correct answers you get another rare candy. Oh, which one is Protect? TM17. We'll pick up one of you, thank you. We'll go and grab these leftovers from the bin. It depends. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Depends on who you're running. If you're running something in the slow experience group, I'd go for the candies at Buena or do the League. But it's nice to have options. Welcome in, Bear Grylls. I am doing very well, thank you. How are you? Gonna do full trainers in this gym just because it's a relatively easy gym. Shouldn't have anything too tricky to contend with here. Only Pokemon I can foresee being a bit of an issue is Erica's Bellossom. So let's get on with Erica, see how bad she is. One shot against the Tangler? No, not a one shot against the Tangler. I got overconfident. It's lucky we've got those lefties on. So range against this Blossom. But she uses Solar Beam. So she hands us the win. Rainbow Badge in 126.15. Let's try and get all the Cantonian Gym Badges by 140, shall we? Dipped into Saffron City Pokemon Center to get the quick teleport spot there. And the thing I like about Kanto in this game is all the Gen 2 runners have their own routing around it, and they're all just as good as each other. Mareep has been done. A very long time ago, but it has been done. I think we did a redo back in March as well. But I am going to be looking at some Mareep egg move runs soon. Take the heal in here because we need this teleport spot. And now it's very important we stick on a max repel right about here. Because we can get all of this power plant nonsense done on a single repel this way. So we're going to fly back to Cerulean, I beg your pardon, and not go in the Pokemon Center. It's imperative we don't go in the Pokemon Center there. Grab the machine parts in the top left. Teleport back to the power plant. That is very kind of you to say, Bear Grylls. I'm very glad you enjoyed the content. And there we have the power plant done in a single repel. Now we haven't taken any battles, so we're just going to dip in the Pokemon Center, set our teleport spot to Cerulean. Because one of the things I'm trying to do at the moment is optimize the number of menus that I have to go through. And it's suddenly daytime. That battle took an age. So yeah, the fewer menus we can go through, the better, really. Return is now at max power of 102. That means frustration is down to 1 power. Technically it's 0 power, but that doesn't really make sense on an overlay. So we keep it down at 1. And this is the last real slog of the run, thank goodness. Really, I'm not a fan of Nugget Bridge. I find it worse than the rocket section. I'm going to take on the extra trainer here. Just because I have a feeling we might hit close to a level at blue otherwise. Just got that hunch. Get called a pest by Misty. And we shall teleport back to Cerulean, taking advantage of that TP spot. Go all the way around and serve to assert our dominance over Misty and show her that we are the better water-type trainer. Start off with a one-shot against the Golbat. It's going to be another one-shot against poor Quagsire. Hidden Power Fighting is a guaranteed one-shot against Lapras. And then we'll one-shot the Starmie with Return. 420 for Misty, that's one of the best times we can get for Misty. Let's keep this momentum going as we go into Saffron City. All the way left. After that first panel is how I get to Sabrina. It's not the shortest route, but it's definitely the easiest on the old fingers. 3 one-shots gets us the Marsh badge, isn't it? It always feels like it should be the Soul badge. And now we've got a trip to its Lavender Town. I cannot stand this spinner. He's the worst in the entire run. It's even worse than that Sage in Sprout Tower. After Vermilion we go. Got 1 mandatory in this gym. It's what I've always thought. I've always thought Marsh should have been for Janine or Koga, and Soul should have been for Sabrina. But evidently Game Freak thought otherwise. We really are showing our huge 130 base attack in these battles. There isn't too much that can stand in our way. Helps if you tune the radio to the right channel, doesn't it? And let's test out Hidden Power Fighting. 1 shot against the level 50. Always nice to see. I want to take on 3 Drill now, actually. Get up to 63 for Brock, who is our next gym leader. He's our 13th gym leader together. Means we are very much in the home straight of this run. Simple one-shot against those 4 times weak to water with Surf. And we'll use the fighting move for the 2 water rock Pokemon. And that is Brock all defeated. 134.07. Be looking at getting to blue for about 137. Take advantage of getting both the teleport spots and the heal here in Viridian. Stuck on a Max Repel, and away we go. Next 2 gym leaders should be very, very easy. First, let's get our 16th and final gym leader in place. Grab our penultimate rare candy. And poor Macargo doesn't even have the honour of being in last place anymore. That's the Volcano badge acquired. Oh, I risked it without a repel. Didn't pay off. A double, oh no. Lost a couple of seconds there, but it's not too much in the grand scheme of things. Especially not when your next gym leader is Janine. Soul badge acquired, 1 more badge left to go. TP back, take the heal. Let's see how blue fares. It was worth a try with Guillotine, wasn't it? Let's play it sensibly now. Solar Beam's perfect. That gives us a free in against the Executor. Tank Hyper Beam very well there. We'll get rid of the Ride-On in one shot with Surf. And then we critical hit the Arcanine. Fly back to Pallet now. Have a little chat with Oak. We'll take our last heal of the run. And we're on our way to Mount Silver. Didn't fall over the ledge, so this run's incredibly fun for me. The amount of times I get stuck on that ledge, it's unbelievable. We'll dip our head into Mount Silver's Pokemon Center. That ledge is my nemesis today. Probably going to fall off this one as well. Goodness, we didn't. Final Rare Candy, teleports back. We'll do a flash. We still have 18 repel steps remaining. Final repel of the run. We'll stick the rare candies up top instead. And as always, we'll try at our current level with our current learn set. We shall chop and change things as we need them. So we one-shot the Pikachu, which is good. It's going to be a 3-shot against this Venusaur, though, and that's going to knock us right out. Let's use our first 3 rare candies. Getting up to level 68. We now outspeed the Pikachu, which is good. But it's still a 3-shot on the Venusaur. That means another 3 rare candies going in. Two shots on Venusaur at this level. And Reflect comes to ruin our day. Put in the final 4 rare candies. So we are now at level 75. We'll get rid of Guillotine soon as well. The Reflect has faded, which means we now do well over half damage on that Snorlax. The re-shot though on Blastoise isn't great. 87 HP, going up to 99 for the Charizard. And we critical hit to knock it out. And we get a time of 140.59. which I don't think we can complain at all, really. Let's get the leaderboard all generated, shall we? Thank you for popping in, Queen Sashi. I'm just waiting for the leaderboard to generate. Oh, an awful lot of entries now, so it does take its time. And the leaderboard is now ready. Let's see what position we are in. We are in 31st place, just ahead of Azumarill. That is not too shabby at all. This, of course, is a redo, indicated by the little redo symbol on the left-hand side. And the other thing I do want to check is where we came in relation to our old Kingler. I can't see the old Kingler run on this page. So let's check page 4. See if we were there, because we are in... Goodness, where are we? Can't see for looking at it. We are in 60th place with our redo. And where are we with the other one? Did we do slower? Is it just not on this? I cannot see Kingler. Oh, we were in 80th. I couldn't see it for looking at it then. That's 156.50. So how much time did we save? We saved a good 16 minutes nearly, which I am not going to complain about. Well, that was a very fun stream, wasn't it? Very fun run. A lot quicker than I was expecting as well. Now, the question is, do we all have it in us to do another run? Or should we take a break here and reconvene another time? I'm going to put up a very quick poll. And we'll get the general consensus. Oh, I love Krabby and Kingler. So I'll give you a minute or two to vote on that poll. Because I do have a couple of options. Those of you who might have seen the beginning of the stream might have a little spoiler. Will take me a couple of moments to get set up, regardless of what Pokemon we run. But I reckon it'd be fun to get another one done. See if my voice can handle it. But do let me know as well some ideas that you have for Pokemon. I've got a couple in my head, but I will, if I see a suggestion that I vibe with, I will absolutely consider it. In the meantime, I can reset that. And get myself all set up for the next run. Wheezing would be cool, but I'm saving Wheezing actually for New Year's. I was chatting with a few friends on Discord earlier, and we decided Wheezing on New Year's Eve stream would be very fun. Yes, exactly. You got it straight away, Necromancy. Yes, we'll hopefully be ending the year with a very big bang. My good friend Lucas recently did Electrode, so I'm saving a little bit of time because I've also tried Electrode and I wanted to cry. Hypno's one idea because it came up in chat earlier. And then I think the next stream we do will take on the Ledeon challenge. Xatu is too recent for us to do. Unfortunately, Xatu still has its time in the spotlight with its main video. Arbok's a very good shout. That one will be an upcoming stream. Absolutely, very soon for Arbok. But that one's going to take a little bit of pre-planning, because it's going to be tough. I think Arbok Ledeon are the two I'm going to take on stream in the next couple of weeks. I'm too scared of spiders to run Spinnerack. That's literally the only reason I've not done it yet. But I'm thinking about doing that at Halloween. I'm going to brave it this Halloween. So this is the old thumbnail. This is what Hypno would look like. We did Pidgey in a stream a very long time ago and I had a lot of fun. It's a really good shout. See if I still have the assets for that. It's been 6 months since I did Pidgeot. I think we have a winner there, you know, with Pidgeot. Politoed's going to be fun. I'm really going to have to write some of these down, because a lot of them are sounding very fun. Let me just get a... Excuse me, let me get a sticky notes. Right, I have written down all those. Welcome in, Deadpool. You are about ready for run number 2. I'm just going to need a couple of moments to get stuff set up. Need to change the streamer info and stuff. And then we shall be right back. And we are nearly ready, just a couple more moments. Let's take a quick look again for Deadpool where Kingler came. We were in, on the streams, 31st place with a 140.59. So just a couple more moments and then we'll get the Pidgeot run underway. And one session of speed coding later, and we are back. Had a couple of issues getting Sand Attack displaying on the overlay, because I was missing a hyphen. Well, let's reset the resets, and I am now pleased to say that we're ready to get on with Pidgey. We are level 19 with... No, we're not level 19 at all, are we? Let's start that again. We're level 5 with 19 HP. We're holding a berry in our moves on Tackle and Sand Attack. 10 in attack, 9 in defense, 9 in special attack, 9 in special defense, and 11 in speed. We'll be doing Arbok very, very soon, Lawrence. Especially because it's recently become available again. So let's get this run underway. Yes, we did do the win with Kingler. And we are on to our second run. Hopefully the stream info has updated. It was quite a pleasant run in the end. Bit of a tough start at the beginning. But we made it work, did Kingler and I. Yes, cookie. There weren't many at all. I love Pidge, I've got to be honest. It's one of my favourite birds. It's just a shame it's never in any of the newer games. We do, of course, have the derpy, shiny Pidgey emotes for you lovely HM friends. And that was drawn courtesy of the wonderful Masala for Matavi. It's so nice not having to find Hoppip in order to level up at the start of the early game. At level 9 as well, we'll get Gust, which means we can do early Sprout Tower. And this is feeling like a medium-slow Pokemon. Kenya's also good, but I think Pidgey has its place as well. They're both equally well matched. Yet medium-slow, you can tell by just how quickly you zip up the levels early game. So we'll get all the way up to level 9 and get ourselves Gust. Now, I randomised this back about this time last year, so I have no idea what the rivals got. 2 tackles missing in a row, that's a very, very rare occurrence. Starup's is kind of Pidgeot with bigger hair, isn't it? It's Pidgeot if it never left the 80s. Let's get the potion and let us get the PlayStation Network Cure Berry, so we can cure ourselves of any PlayStation Network ways we may have. And we're going to do early Sprout Tower in this run. Early game should be quite pleasant, although I can see maybe Whitney causing us some issues. But there's a long way to go until we get to Whitney. And there's no time like the present in starting to make some progress towards them. And thank you for the good luck, little cheetah cub. Hopefully this will be quite a smooth run. The 35% increase in price is enough for you to cancel a sub. To where? I hope YouTube's not put my prices up without letting me know. Ah! I was going to say, I would really hope that my prices haven't gone up. That is true about the PlayStation Network though, isn't it? I've been an Xbox guy for the last 10 years or so. But even Xbox Live keeps getting more and more expensive. It's a very good Pokemon to have on your save. A lot of people dump it because it takes quite a while to evolve. But honestly, Pidgeotto and Pidgeot are all very strong Pokemon. Especially in a solo run because you've got relatively good attack, type advantage in the early game here in Johto, and you've got decent speed. 56 for a base form is not anything to be sniffed at. Just going to dip in the Pokemon Center for now. I don't think we need to heal. Got plenty of PP. And we're going to make mincemeat of all these Bellsprout in the tower. Take on this extra optional. Get a bit of extra money. A little bit of extra stat experience as well. Nice. I like Swellow. I'm looking forward to running Swellow and Emerald when Gen 3 returns later next month now, I do believe. But Swellow was a mainstay on any Hoenn team that I had. I do like that it's another 2-stage early bird. Good evening, Peach. How are you? This is me deciding that enough pain wasn't, or the Kingler run wasn't enough pain. Therefore, second Pokemon. My worry with Swellow is going to be Watson. Oh yeah, Swellow's going to hate those two battles. That is for sure. Going to do the Faulkner special here of a Potion Berry. And then hopefully we won't take any resets here. We are running Hidden Power Ground. Just checking the overlay and it has updated. Happy days. Zephyr Badge acquired in 7:59. Watson is so tough for a third gym leader. Although, having said that, Roxanne is so tough for a first gym leader. The step up in difficulty between Johto and Hoenn is unbelievable. Ooh. I've got some supper to have after this run. The new medication I'm on very much gives me the munchies, so I've just cremated some sausage rolls. I'm going to have those. I think Brock is the only gym leader to have all his Pokemon 4 times weak to the same type in like 3 or 4 generations. Brock is terrible. Would people be interested in me doing some gym leader runs on Gen 2? So starting with one of the gym leaders' Pokemon and catching the rest in the wild. Because that's a multi-Pokemon run I've been intrigued at doing. I'd like to know what all of you lovely people think of it. And if any of you have any run ideas, doesn't have to be a solo challenge, any Nuzlockes, any other challenges, please do let me know. I'm always open to ideas. It'd probably be casual at first, but then you never know, if I get good at it, we could think about speedrunning. Right, we're going to have to go past that silly pesky Pokemaniac here, because we need Swift. Nose Pass is brutal. I mean, we can always randomize the ROM. Or we can go back to the dreaded Crystal Clear. We'll get the evolution into Pidgeotto here. And we'll see the graph update. I purposely left that little bit of a delay in the graph so that we can see the base stats go up. Dark type run would be very interesting. I have to figure out who to start with. So we're going to say goodbye to that, and we might as well mud slap while we're at it. And of course, we're out of repels now. And we'll just gust away the Zubat. Oh, my favourite challenge ROM? That's a very good question. Does Pokemon Crystal count as a challenge ROM? Because that's ostensibly all I play. What am I buying here? 5 of you. And we'll buy 9 of you this time. We'll take the heal. We'll have a little chat with Kurt. And now it's time to pause the timer. And for the one and only time in the stream, I will say that we are pausing the timer so that we can catch the HM friends. And if you are a HM friend, now is your time, if you're Team Paris, to do the celebrating. Just gotta get a Psyduck as well. What is an Avatar Nuzlocke? I've not heard of that. And there's our Psyduck. Stay in the ball, please, Psyduck. Thank you. And with those two HM friends safely tucked away, we'll head into the Slowpoke Well. Easy one-shots on the rats. Yeah, I've not heard of an Avatar run. Ooh, that is very interesting. I like the sound of that. Can't believe we got poisoned there. Didn't get poisoned at all as Krabby. And 3 gusts take care of the rockets. Let's go straight into Bugsy's Bug-type gym, and I can't see this being any issue at all. Amy and May are down. Up next is Bugcatcher Al. After that, we have Benny. Be interesting to see if we one-shot the Beedrill. Which we do, and the final trainer in here, of course, is Bugcatcher Josh with his Paris. That gets us up to a very nice level 21. And we're still holding the berry, we still have full health, so we can go straight to Bugsy. I'm going to try and do a little bit of research about this Avatar run after stream, because it sounds like a very, very interesting concept. And we beat up Bugsy in a time of 14:33. Still on full health. So let's take on the second rival battle. And that was easy, wasn't it? Having a very good time with Pidgey so far. Or should I say Pidgeotto at this point, isn't it? The medium-slow experience group very much is in Pidgey's favour here. And I did my movement perfectly. It's very rare that happens. Let's teach Cut and Flash. Let's then use a Repel. And we can cut straight through. 2 runs in a row where we're not getting Headbutt. So we will head straight for the Ethers. Well, I will absolutely do some reading up, see if we can make it work, see if we can make some nice overlay work for it as well. Whirlwind, no thank you, Pidgeotto. It is weird that the slower experience group is usually one of the best for challenge runs. I am very worried about Whitney, though. So much so that I'm considering doing a few extra trainers. But for now, we're going to pause the timer to catch our third HM friend. So those of you who are Team Abra, now is your time to get your Abra vibes out. And here we have Abra. And we just need it to stay in the ball. Which it's not wanting to do today. Goodness me. There we go. Unpause the timer. And let's set our teleport point to Goldenrod City. Grab the bike for that double quick movement speed. And yes, Team Abra for life for SSJ Derp. And thank you to everybody who has joined the HM Friends, so you can select your HM Friend team. After we've got these 3 older runs uploaded, then we will absolutely be bringing the HM Friends back in videos. So we're going to take the mail from Kenya, swap that and that, that and that. And we also do need to swap that and that. I am very much Team Kenya. That is the wonderful Kenya emotes drawn by the lovely Choco Snicky. And that's one of the things I love about the community here. We are all just so pulling together. It's like we were talking about Kenya in my Discord, which I will link you to at some point during the stream, I haven't forgotten. And then suddenly out of nowhere, Choco Snicky makes this fantastic Kenya emote. I will always take medium slow over medium fast. Now we're going to need to reorder Paris' moves into something a little bit more sensible. Put Flash there, that there, and that there. I do like Kenya. Even though I really love Pidgeotto and Pidgeot, well, the whole Pidgey line. Let's not exclude Pidgey here. I do prefer Kenya. But then my favourite Gen 1 bird is Dodrio. Because I love Tri-Attack. Apologies, there's going to be a very slight bit of flashing. I will let you know when the flashing is over. And the flashing is now over. Let's now go into our third gym together, where Whitney is waiting for us. But before we get to her, we have to take on a Schnappabubble. Now brace yourselves, this could be a tough battle. Or we could critical hit and get her on the first try. Either works for me. There's Whitney's badge, in a time of 20 minutes and a single second. RNG was on our side. Now we mustn't forget to take on Picnic Kim. Get ourselves through Spinner Hell. Take a little detour through the national park. And we'll say hello to Sudowoodo. There's our compulsory, that's the word I was looking for, Stantler, for the run. Ooh, that's really good. In fact, we're already 3 minutes quicker. Let's hope we don't lose that time. Yes, Sudowoodo's got places to go, people to see in Paldea. I'm always a little bit disappointed. What was that voice crack? I'm always a little bit disappointed when we don't see a Stantler in these runs. It became such a feature of early runs when we were grabbing that ether. Didn't get paralysed, which is all that matters there. Take a cheeky little heal here. Yes, Stantler is also vacationing in Paldea. Gonna stick on a rappel as we go through Mount Mortar. And we're gonna say hello to Pokemaniac Miller with his Nidoking and Nidoqueen. These are two excellent Pokemon to grind on early game. I have done a Persian run. That was not too long ago, actually. April, maybe? Could have been even sooner than that. We'll take on Mr. Lickitung. He won't be that bad, surely. I have checked out the DLC. I'm not talking about it too much, in case of spoilers, but I do enjoy the DLC in Scarlet and Violet. And it's time to pick up Hidden Power, which today is a ground type. There's really no better choice for a Pidgeot than Hidden Power ground. I'm also going to pick up the Detect TM just in case we need it. We are immediately going to can a Mud Slap. place of Hidden Power Ground. One of the smart things on this overlay now, though, is if our Hidden Power type is 5 characters or more, or 6 characters or more, I should say, then it will truncate Hidden Power to just HP. Oh, bloody hell, was it only 2 months ago? I'm getting my runs mixed up. I think I'm thinking of Apom, you know. A lot of the runs do blend into one at this point, though, I've got to be honest. I think in combination of live streams and pre-recs, we're now at over 100 runs we've done together, which is frankly ludicrous. Oh, for goodness sake, we've been paralysed. Get the mint berry, get the nugget. And we'll reunite the married couple. We'll say hello to Pokemon Jamie at the same time. Finish that one off with a quick attack. You know what, let's just buy 20 of those this time. We'll get Max Repels over in Blackthorn. Seven strength on the side up. I will ascend the lighthouse. And it's Gen 1 Bird versus Gen 2 Bird, and our Gen 1 Bird came on top there. Now we absolutely do not want to say hello to that bird keeper. Hidden Power Ground is just a trick for this pair of Growlithe. And we're getting very close to learning Wing Attack. It would have been nice if Pidgeot learned some extra moves. But then, such is the nature of Gen 2 learn sets, I suppose. And that's Sailor Ernest defeated. Dig out of here, teleports back to Ecruteak. We're almost ready for Rival 3. One shot on the Haunter. One shot also on the Magnemite. One shot on the Zubat. Then probably a 2 or 3 shot on the Croconaw. His team does have a Halloweeny vibe, doesn't it? All he needs is like an Ariados and a Mr. Mime in there. And we're going to say goodbye to Gust now. And hello to Wing Attack in its place. And Wing Attack will be an easy carry through the rest of this game now. I'm very glad it's the spammable Wing Attack. Would have liked to have Drill Peck instead, but beggars can't be choosers. Still a one-shot on this Ghastly. Guaranteed one-shot on the Haunter. Best option's Hidden Power against the Gengar. Now we might as well stay on Hidden Power for the final Haunter. And that gives us Morty's badge. A time of 30 minutes and 52 seconds. I think I'd rather cry than using Sky Attack. So bad. What was Gen 1's Wing Attack? You've got me curious. Those of you who are regulars to the channels know that I know nothing at all about Gen 1. I was introduced to the series in Gen 2. Oh god, 35 power. Why? Why would they do that? Goodbye to Legs of the Hitmonlee. I reckon it's going to be the same against the Hitmonchan as well. And Gus was normal. No. No, that's not on. It's a scam. But Fly's so bad in early gens. There's a reason I never use Fly in these runs. And we get the evolution just before Chuck. That is true about Firo. Chuck being as easy as we expected. Time of 32:48. Teach Fly to Kenya. And we'll fly over to the Lake of Rage. That's a very good point. The blue did use it as a lead. So it possibly did need a little bit of a nerf. Karate Chop was normal. Again, scam. Almost as scammy as getting this random Magikarp. Gonna take a safety heal here. Probably don't need it. I've heard that focus energy was really broken. Triple Magnemizers down. I really wish we could skip these rocket sections. They add nothing to the run. They just help us get a little bit more over-leveled. Password 1 acquired. And that is password 2 acquired. We used our full heal earlier, so we're going to pick up that spare one there. Yes, in Gen 1 I do know that crit was based on speed. Which is why Pokemon like Persian were almost guaranteed critical hits with some moves, weren't they? Especially Slash. Let's beat up this Rocket Executives Pokemon. First sign of Murkrow for the run. And the 3 Electrode are looking like they're no match for our Pidge. Now we're at the type disadvantage for this gym coming up. So it could be tough. We're just going to have to try and do our best. In fact, before we do that, I'm going to do my sweep now. Which is very unlike me. But I want to get some items before taking on good old Price. Wrong way. Oh, Jasmine's going to be an issue as well. Don't worry, we've got 2 very difficult gyms back to back. We should probably take on the trio trainers here. Bryce is an Ice-type trainer. He might do bad things to us this time. He probably won't, but he might. Why did I use quick attack? For goodness sake. Well, this has turned into a bit of a mess, isn't it? I don't have an adequate save point. We'll just take it from here. There we go. All that for a soft sand that I didn't particularly want. Teleport back to Goldenrod. Oh, what a mess that battle was. Probably harder than the gym we've got coming up. Yeah, she should be the Ice-type gym leader. She'd do a better job than Price. Sticking some vitamins in our Pidgey now. Then we shall leave and head back to Mahogany Town. Where we have Price waiting for us. I'd probably change the midpoint of Johto. If I could change anything about Crystal. Just the whole pacing between, call it Morty and Claire. It's an awful lot that's just not quite great. Like, the two rocket sections are massively underleveled. Bryce is a joke. Chuck's not that much better. I'd change it so the mid-game wasn't such a slog. Ostensibly. Now, after we've beaten Jasmine, we will take our first break of this particular run. It's always good to have a little mental breather mid-run. And also, I think I need to hydrate again. Magnemite's going to be irrelevant in this gym. It's all going to be about the Steelix. And we got through on our very first try. Thank you, King's Rock. Mineral badge in 42:32. So we're going to fly back to Goldenrod City. Going to take the heal. I should be back in just a couple of moments. And we are back, as Nurse Joy says. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting. We're ready for the next part of the run. I said we're ready for the next part of the run, timer. Thank you. Honestly, if you give Bryce a Delibird, he's still better than he is now, so I agree with that. Next time with menu, I'm going to get rid of Quick Attack, I think, in place of a Return. Because Return's power is now a lovely 90. I know bits and pieces of coding, Max. Not too much, but enough to get me by. Coding this overlay very much stretched the limits of my knowledge. It's mostly for my YouTube channel. I knew nothing about coding until I started this channel. And then I was shown the lovely world of GameHook. And my life has never been the same since. It's very much out of necessity for me. I was just in... Oh god, I pressed the wrong move. Watch that completely bite me. I'm having atrocious confusion luck in this run. I was just impressed when I was able to stop having hard-coded images and have everything update via the overlay itself. So it's made updating things on this overlay so much simpler. So the only image on this overlay now is the Sugimori artwork. It's mostly done in JavaScript and Vue. So this is a HTML page that's just displaying a bunch of absolute nonsense. This whole overlay is just if statement after if statement after if statements. Hardest part of the overlay to code was the updating base stats total graph, so I didn't want to just pull from Bulbapedia. So instead I used Plotly, which was an absolute nightmare to get my head around. But the base stat total graph works. Interesting that he's saving for Alligator for last. I reckon we might have Hidden Power Ground for the long haul with this run. Cannot think of anything else to defeat some of Brock's Pokemon especially. Though we are going to pick up a Steel Wing. That's Lavender Town. All I know with this overlay is Kangaskhan pointed me in the right direction was like, do this and it does that. And then I kind of ran with it. We could potentially use Steel Wing against Brock's Rock Ground Pokemon. We could also use it against Redone. I like Pidgeot. We're doing a very good time with it so far. It's not going to be top of the leaderboard. It'll certainly cement itself towards the top half of these Pokemon we've already run. Steel Wing will be our best option against the Redone, even though it is only 90% accurate. It will absolutely beat Shuckle. I have no plans to be here for another, goodness, 3 hours. Final trainer of the middle third of the Radio Tower section. This overlay's run Crisis many times, mostly when I've broken something. Where the hell am I going? Just completely lost my bearings then for a second. The meme I know is Doom running on everything. It's a game I've never played, actually. Team Rocket's Fortress next. Oh god. I think even my Xbox struggles with Starfield. Though I'm too much of a No Man's Sky fanboy to even consider playing Starfield, I've got to be honest. And we're up to level 48 from the Executive. And I'm pleased to announce that the Radio Tower section is now done. Grab the pink bow off Marie. And we'll acquire the radio card. Next up, a trip back to Mahogany, where we're going to go east. Pick up some stuff in the ice path. Gonna risk encounters, and it paid off. Must remember to pick up Max Repels at Blackthorn. First time on the bike, I'm happy about this ice path. Watch me mess it up some other way in just a minute or two. No need for Navmelt Ice this time. Let's go straight for the rest TM, we won't be needing that though. Someone left an appliance out in the open there, so we'll pick it up. And we're in Blackthorn City. Eight Max Repel should do the job. And let's take on Claire while we're here. One-shotting that Seadra is a very good sign. So that Seadra's got a lot of bulk behind it. Should be level 49 for Claire, which will be more than enough. I reckon Kingler is going to be easy. It might smokescreen us, but that's why we've kept hold of Swift. So let's give Claire a go, shall we? It's going to be one-shot City on the 3 Dragonair. I'm going to start with a hidden power, and we get a crit. And a Swift. It's not the strategy I was going for. I was going for keeping her out of healing range. But we'll take that. It's an easy win. Oh goodness, 14 hours. I hope you're getting a lot of rest, Joking Alpaca. Yes, very good luck achieved there. Had a couple of bits of nonsense RNG luck on our side. Having said that, we've had some bad RNG luck as well. I just want to mash through that, to be honest. We don't care about the Dratini, we've got our Psyduck. So I just want to mash through because we're never going to see Dratini. Let's now move on. Grab our final Max Elixir in this area. Dig out, get a call from Elm. Oh goodness me, new menus. I hope it's not too tricky for you. But please do get some rest. We're actually going to willingly take on Cool Trainer Megan this time. Might as well, we've got a stab super effective move. Biggest issue I can see in the league is going to be Bruno's Onyx of all things. Going to take on a few of these trainers, try and get up a little bit higher than we are now. That Sandslash was a range, so I'm glad we one-shot. Easy one-shot on this Starmie. Then we'll take on Fisherman Scott. Do a heal, and then we'll be almost in the league. Dedenne is just that cool. And it will get you TV reception as well. I do love Dedenne. I love most of the Pikachu clones. There are a couple I'm not so fond of. But for the most part, they're some of my favourite Pokemon. Especially Dedenne, Togedemaru, Pachirisu. They're all so solid Pokemon. And we're rejoicing because we defeated Cool Trainer Joyce. Next up on the chopping block is this Cool Trainer with a victory bell. It's Blake, isn't it? Gavin, I beg your pardon. Oh yeah, I love Polmot. And doesn't it have an exclusive type combination? Can't think of another fighting electric Pokemon off the top of my head. Which might mean nothing. There might be 5 or 6 different ones. Yeah, let's Super Repel here. That 1 HP might make all the difference as we take on the 5th and final rival battle of the run. Oh true, I forgot that Harry Mama was fighting electric. That's my main raid Pokemon in Paldea. And that's the final rival battle all completed. So do I. Why am I buying an Ultra Ball? I would love for him to have the fully evolved trade Evos. Where are my full restores? There they are. Let's take a look at our stats going into the league. We got level 54 with 179 HP. Following a King's Rock with Return, Swift, Hidden Power, Ground, and Wing Attack. 128 in attack, 121 in defense, 117 in specials, and 137 in speed. First up on the chopping block is Will. They kind of just stuck the trainers before Victory Road, didn't they? Yeah, the rival has absolutely no excuse in the remakes. That's Will defeated in 1 hour 55 seconds. Let's keep this momentum up for Koga. Three shots on the fortress isn't terrible. One shot the muck, which is good. We flinch the Crobats, which is perfect. And we get a one shot next turn. Wing attack the Venomoth. Very smooth Koga. Ursaring wasn't already on red at this point, no. Ursaring beat the league in just under an hour. Nice crit against the Machamp. Bit annoyed at this sandstorm, but we still made it through. We'll full restore. We'll also don't need to use any kind of PP restoration items yet. I almost instinctively added a reset here at Karen. Nice crit. And she crits us back. First, try Karen. Thank you so much, Joking Alpaca, for joining at Pokeball tier. And welcome in Wraith Crit. How are you today? Let us heal up that damage. Now, Lance is going to be tricky, because we're going to have to try and dodge the paralysis. I am very well, thank you. So we're going to take a few resets here at Lance. Looking for a Gen 2 miss, what we will actually do. So we'll stick on this Paralyzed Cure Berry we picked up very early on in the run. And let's see if this makes any difference at all. Right, we've dodged the Thunder Waves. Because we got 2 Gen 2 misses, but the Paralyzed Cure Berry would have fixed. Our best option here is to just hope for not a lot of damage off Rock Slide. And we got burnt. That is terrible. Oof. And we get knocked out. Some duff RNG there on the Zard. We're getting another chance here, though. That's better against the Zard. 128 for the second Dragonite we're through. Oh god, a Zapdos to Lance's team sounds terrifying. Let's get our league time. League time of 1 hour, 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Now we are going to get some end credits here. I'm going to take that opportunity to have a little stretch, and then we'll do the final part of today's runs. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. We're into the final part of today's stream. We've just got Kanto and Red to go. So let's unpause the timer and have a little chat with Professor Elm. Now, I forgot to deposit the HM friends, so we're going straight to Ecruteak City. It didn't matter in this run, but not depositing the HM friends can adjust Koga's AI a little bit with the fortress. As it happens, because we got the flinch, it doesn't matter, so this run is still valid. But Koga is much more likely to go boom if you only have one Pokemon remaining in your party. It did, of course, mean that Kenya got a spot in the Hall of Fame. And we're not going to complain at that. We'll grab a rare candy here. And we'll dig our way out. Taking advantage of the Olivine teleport spot. Save a bit of menuing. And yes, we do actually want to get on the boat. I lied first time. Let's take on Sailor Stanley. Should be 3 simple one-shots. Now the thing I've got to remember to do here is pick up Steel Wing and Lavender. Because I've got a feeling I'll forget it. And we can teleport straight off the boat. Stick on another safety repel. And the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're going to get another rare candy, this time from the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. And the only things we need in Olivine, this is Celadon. It's nothing like Olivine. Oh, we don't have backspace. Goodbye, Bitterberry. Grab that to PP up. We're going to use that PP up on Wing Attack. Not that we really need it. And into our 9th gym together with Erica's gym. And with us being a flying type, I can see this being a foregone conclusion. Going to take on everyone in here because it's free experience. I do use held items. I'm not holding an item at the moment because we were holding the Paralyzed Cure Berry earlier. But in my next menuing, I'm probably going to shove on the leftovers. But I'm not going to do that until after this gym because I'm not going to be menuing before the end of this gym. And where the overlay currently says the experience group, if we're holding an item, the held item will go there. That was one of the very first things I did when I started using GameHook for the overlay. I was like, I can show my held item now. So I used to manually type everything in as I was going. I couldn't keep on top of the held item, especially when it got consumed mid-battle. No issues at all at Erica. Time of 1:10:10. So now that we're in the menu, we can go and give the leftovers to Pidge. Then hopefully I dipped into... No, I didn't. Bum. I was hoping I dipped into Saffron. Saves a second or two. One-shot the Sand Slash, that's nice to see. Now we're going to avoid this hiker at all costs. Also avoid Picnic Heidi, which is nice. Take the free heal here because we have to go into this Pokemon Center. And then this is the reason why we buy Max Repels. Because we can do the entire Power Plant section on a single Repel. Because what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to Cerulean. Oh, I love bell peppers. I think they're so underrated. Grab the machine part. And then we shall teleport back. That would be good for Erica at Terra Grass Florges. And that is all done on a single repel, which makes life a little bit easier. And now we can dip into the Cerulean Pokemon Center. In Gen 2, all you have to do is step foot in the Pokemon Center in order to get your TP spot. You don't need to heal. And here we have my least favourite part of the run by a country mile. Ooh, that sounds really good. We haven't had a regional variant flying type yet, actually, have we? Good spot, Silver Steel. I've got a bunch of cremated sausage rolls to have after stream. Very much feeling finger food afterwards. I'm going to provisionally say yes to Mirror Move. Because we might be able to have some fun with it. A new Krabby evolution would be a very good idea. And we'll teleport back to Cerulean now. And make our way into our 10th gym. This is Misty, the water-type specialist who will lead with Golduck. One shot on the Golduck. So she sends out Lapras, probably going to be a... Oh, never mind, it is a one-shot. Means the rest are guaranteed one-hits. Very, very smooth, Misty. I think it would be nice to see some Pokemon which have different base forms but evolve into the same thing. Oh, let's take on Sabrina. Because you could have some fun with learn sets there, deciding which base form you wanted. Marsh Badge acquired. Let's get out of here. I cannot stand this spinner. He's the absolute worst. Worst spinner in all of the run. Terra Psychic Lucario for Sabrina would be very interesting. Now we're taking a little detour into Rock Tunnel just so that we can get the Steel Wing TM early. Also going to pick up a random elixir just while we're there. And we mustn't forget to speak to the director. Yes, a very late night stream, Sop. How are you? Getting to the tail end of our second run of the night. We've had an awful lot of fun over the last 3 and a bit hours. Goodness, nearly 4 hours together tonight. And Thunder Badge acquired in 116.53. Absolutely no way we were one-shotting that Snorlax, so we're not even going to attempt. Let's say hello to 3 Drill. Yes, the good old ESPN card. So we can listen to Sports in Kanto. I just felt like streaming. Starting to feel a little better on my new medication, and I felt up to a stream. He's called 3 Drill because he's got 3 B-Drill. I'm going to try this with Hidden Power Ground first, if not we'll pivot to Still Wing instead. Looking good so far. This is probably going to be a 2-shot. And we've got another bloody sandstorm. Bane of my life in these runs. Nice crit. Surf's going to do next to nothing. Hopefully the sandstorm has gone away. Well, we can't really complain at that, can we? Thank you so much, Geobox Gaming. Of course, we've defeated 3 Drill. Let's take our heal in here because we need the TP spot. Put on another Max Repel. Welcome in, Dr. SK. How are you? Ooh, good luck with that. I need to do some more Pokédex completion in the expansion as well. I've been too busy shiny hunting. Paul Macargo's 4 times weak to Hidden Power Ground, so that goes down straight away. Same with Macargo. And we'll finish off the Rapidash as well. I get too distracted in the DLC. I'm like, oh, this is a raid that will give Herber. Because I actually have decent Herber rates for once. And then I end up doing like 15 raids in a row. And completely forget what I'm doing. Yes, most of the 5 stars are reasonable in the DLC. Like, if you find a Basculegion raid, you're in the money. Back to Viridian we go. Second to last heal of the run. Ooh, Milotic is a tough raid. No, we're going to take a reset here. It looks just like Paldea, to be fair. Where is Stillwing? Going to take that 90% accuracy. See if we can make bigger inroads against the Rhydon. Ooh, big damage from Rock Slide, but we 3-shot the Rhydon. Should hopefully be a 1-shot on the Alakazam. Guessing 2 shots on the Gyarados. Rain Dance is absolutely fine by me below. The Arcanine can only extreme speed. Although he's caught in a healing loop. And the final Pokemon is a very disappointing Exeggutor. Which is actually a 2-shot because Wing Attack's that bad. Not going to complain at that. 122, 21 for Baloo. That means we've only got 2 more visits to do. One of them here at Oak's Lab. The other is going up to Mount Silver. The ledge got me this time. Didn't with the Kingler Run, but we got ledged this time. Save a bit of movement there by flying straight to the Pokemon Center. One final Ledge of Doom left to go. We will now max Elixir, or just regular Elixir. And where are our, first of all, our rare candies. Second of all, our healing items. Final repel of the run used. Let's now drop down a hard save. That'd be interesting to find out how much quicker the run could have been if we had different moves. Oh, thank you so much, Joking Alpaca. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to Sweet Sense an encounter. And well done to Deadpool, to Sombrero Pharaoh, to Jiminy Billy Bob, to Mr. Chris Wesker, and to SK for those gift memberships. That is very kind of you. Now, we Sweet Sense an encounter there just because it made sense to not waste a rare candy for 1 Pokemon's worth of experience. So we're going to try again now at level 66. And let's use our first 3 rare candies. So we're now at level 69. That's an incredibly interesting level. And Blizzard hit once more. I want to try and get through this Blastoise without Blizzard hitting. Sub 130 is very possible. Gonna use another 3. So we're now at level 72. And Blizzard misses. This is really good so far. Take a bit of damage from Psychic, but not too much. I want to mirror move this Amnesia, though I did it on the wrong turn. Yep, I've got a strat. I'm just going to use the final 5 rare. Final 4 rare, I beg your pardon. Get up to 76. I know what we need to do now. Red's Pikachu is not holding an item, no. They weren't that mean. Right, this Blastoise is now a 2-shot, for the most part. Espeon's almost, but not quite a 1-shot. We'll use Return on turn 1 here. And we'll crit. And because we crit, we might as well not even bother mirror moving. Sunny day, it's all over for Red. 1:27.11, a very, very, very respectable time. Light Ball is a thing in Gen 2. And for some reason, my split didn't happen. We saw it was 1:27.11. So what I will do now is I will very, very quickly add its time to the leaderboard. But I've got to say, I'm mightily impressed by Pidgeot there. This was significantly faster than Kingler. Kingler was a 1:40.59. This is a 1:27.11. So we are now generating the leaderboard. This takes a little bit of time because we do have 104 entries on our leaderboard at the moment. So while we wait for that to generate, I will just quickly make sure that it doesn't break. Yes, some crits and the RNG was clutch in this run. I reckon I could shave a couple of minutes off if I played a little bit better. But now the leaderboard is generated. So let's see where we are. In terms of the streams only leaderboard, we are in 6th place. That is a very, very good time for Pidgeotto. Or for Pidgeot, I should say. In fact, the last time we ran Pidgeot is a 1:34.01. So that is 7 minutes nearly shaved off. Absolutely fantastic. And if we put it on the full leaderboard, we're in 11th place on the full leaderboard. So if we have a look at who's in first, Zangoose is a 1:15. Thank you so much, Hayden Stevens, for the $5 super chat. That is very, very kind. Really, nobody has to ever do anything like a super chat. I'm just here for the fun and the company. Goodness me, my voice is going. Yes, Pidgeot is faster than Lugia. That is true, I did finish at a lower level on the previous run, but then I got a little bit desperate to get that sub 130 this time. Zangoose had a couple of moves working in its favour. It had Taunt, and it also had Sword Stance. That meant that trainers like Karen couldn't sand attack us. And then we could just set up against the Pikachu, dodging a lot of the... We could Taunt so we don't get the Charm Sword Stance, and then knock it out. But of course, because we are on a stream, as my voice really is going now, let's very quickly skip through these credits. There's one more thing we have to do because we're doing a stream. And that is fly back to Violet City. We're going to attach the mail to Kenya. And we're going to say thank you, Kenya. You've been an absolute treasure over the last 4 hours, but it's time for you to go home. So we'll hand over Kenya to its rightful place. We'll get the Nightmare TM, which is what I hope we don't all have now. We'll go back to the Pokemon Center. and we shall save. But thank you so much to everyone who has popped in on a stream today. I do want to say an extra big thank you to Hayden Stevens for joining at Pokeball tier, and Cumbay for the 5 months, same with Pariah Dark. Goodness me, what's happening to my voice? Very sneaky hydrate there. Excuse me. Thank you very much to Hayden Stevens for joining a Pokeball tier. Cumbay for the 5 months. Same to Pariah Dark. Joking Alpaca, thank you for joining a Pokeball tier and gifting 5 memberships as well. And thank you, of course, to Hayden Stevens for the $5 super chat. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. I am very glad to be back. And thank you to SSJ Dirt for 6 whole months at Pokeball, at Premier Ball tier even. I'm going to be back later in the week for some more fun and frolics. Please do make sure you are subscribed because I'm not sure on the times yet. We've got Butterfree coming out soon though. We've got Starmie and we have Aerodactyl as well. Keep an eye out for those pre-recorded videos. Thank you so much. And Joking Alpaca, thank you so much for that comment. You're going to make me cry. But I am so glad that I've managed to brighten up the day for you. Very, very quickly before we go, we do need to actually give a Discord link because I did promise to have a Discord link. So let me just very quickly get that for you, and then we can all go to bed, probably. So if you do want to join the Discord, keep up to date with the latest, there is a link. I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. A big thank you to everybody who has come into the stream today. It's been a pleasure as always. I'll see you all very, very soon.